try to stop me. It's gonna be some dreadhead niggas in your lobby. You don't want no problem with me. You don't want no problem with me.
My hair is giving me life, so that's how I feel. Anyway, you guys, what's up? I'm back for Queen Sugar. All right, let's get into it. So now, you guys, Ralph Angel has access to $100,000 so he can go and get this cane sugar, okay? So he can get this cane so he can start planting, all right? And the whole day, his job is to go get the damn cane. Now, here's my question. As soon as you got that money in your hands, why didn't you go and buy the cane? I really want to know. Why? Why would you wait? Why? Then when Remy tells you, oh yeah, that means you're registered. And then you think and realize that you're probably not registered with the state, so that means you probably can't buy the cane. Why didn't you go and register? Why didn't you go and register? Why, Ralph Angel? Just a whole bunch of stupid fucking decisions one after another, and then we wonder why we didn't want to, entrust you, trust you with this big shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying, like, I was like, where's the brain, Ralph? Where's the brain? So Charlie is back in LA, and she's at the doctor's office, and she's getting everything you can get tested so she can make sure that she doesn't have anything, because obviously her husband hasn't been telling her everything. And having sex with prostitutes, it definitely does not make me feel like I can be sure you were using a condom. I mean, I can't trust you, nigga. Like, that was probably the best thing she did. But the dumb shit that she's doing, and I feel like it's stupid, I feel like she should be distancing herself from him. I'm sorry, but you ain't about to cheat on me with no fucking prostitute, get caught on video camera, lie to me about it, and then it's probably obvious that you still lying to me about some shit, and then I'm about to go to bat for you in the press and put my reputation on the line as a handler to handle this fucked up shit just because you my husband. And she going hard in the paint because he has an agent, but she not even letting the agent handle the shit because she thinks, this is my personal shit and I need to handle it my fucking self, And I'm like, girl, take your ass back to La Rose, okay? Handle that shit down there, okay? Because he fucked his own life up. Let him fix it himself. I'm sorry. No, you ain't going, no. I'm sorry. There's some things you stick with your husband through. But cheating with rape allegations attached to him? Fuck no. I'ma wait it out. Let me know. Don't cheat on me and then say you raped somebody. Yeah? Don't do that. Because we can't stay together after that. Alright. Nova is still working on her story, helping these men who have been basically forced to make plea deals and go to jail for these, extended periods of time over these petty small misdemeanor crimes. You know what I mean? So, or just totally, maybe it's not a misdemeanor, but the amount of time they spend in jail, a really good lawyer could have got that shit thrown out. Like it's on that type of scale. But they put these men in jail for a year, and that forces them to take the plea deal because it's like, fuck, I just need to know when the fuck I'm gonna get out, after being in there for a year. And NOLA prison ain't no joke, okay? So I can totally understand. While she's talking to one guy, she gets the phone call that young dude, that 17-year-old kid who was in jail, is now in the hospital because he got beat up while in jail. When she goes to see him, his face is fucked up, and she takes a picture of it and goes to her editor and, gives him the story. And at first he's like, you need more people. When you got more people, come talk to me. She starts to list like people straight off the bat. This guy, this lady, this young guy, this guy over here, this woman. Naming all these people that have been forced to take these plea deals and sent to prison. So then, he tells her, you think I want to do this lollipop shit we've been doing? You get this fucking story and bring it back to me. He says, she tells him, I have copy for you by the end of the night. So now the story is a go. So then she go and talk to this lawyer lady who I'm guessing is a civil rights attorney. I didn't get all logistics on who she was, but when Nova went to talk to her, she found out from her that it's basically big business. And we all know that the police department, the sheriff's department, everybody gets money from the jail, because they skim money off the top. They skim money from the jail and they give it to the police departments. So that's how this is all being funded. So they're basically treating people like cattle, because the lawyers and the defender's office will force people to take these pleas and force them to go to prison. So they have to go to prison. Well, the prisons make money, so it doesn't matter whether you're in there for a short period of time or a long period of time, you making them money by just being there. So when people get arrested for dumb shit and get put in jail, instead of getting a ticket like some white kid would get, you know what I'm saying, they get locked in jail for a year and forced to take a fucking plea deal that they gotta serve, 4 or 5 years of their fucking life in jail. And it's just not right, and it's not fair, and it's ridiculous, and it should be illegal. So Nova writes a story about it, and it's a really big story, and everybody's reading it. And obviously there's gonna be some issues from her writing that story. You know what I mean? Whenever you go after the DA's office and NOPD, it becomes an issue. So we'll see where this goes. So the Gladiators, the basketball team that Davis West plays for, is basically telling him and Charlie that they're distancing themselves from him. Okay? The other team members have teamed up to, I guess take a plea. But they decide, fuck all that. We're going to go to one of the baddest bitch lawyers that we didn't heard of, and that's Estella Peterson. And when they go sit down with Estella, she basically tells them that, yes, we could definitely get this thrown out. It's a prostitute. She's a known prostitute. So I'm sure we can get it thrown out. But there are some people that would rather go through this by just paying a bitch off. So they offer to pay her off. But come to find out, she don't want the money. So it's like, and they offered her $500,000, and she did not want the money. So that goes to show that there's something more going on. Because if you're just some bitch trying to get paid, then you would definitely take $500,000. You're not going to pass up on that. I'm sorry, I wouldn't. You know what I mean? Especially if you're just some roundabout prostitute that ain't making a lot of money anyway. Any deal is a deal. So her, not taking that money is definitely a sign that some fuck shit has happened dealing with Davis West. And definitely something that Charlie doesn't already know about. So because Ralph Angel didn't register to buy the sugar cane, for the farm, he gets there late. He couldn't get the cane, and then he goes back to work, and one of his co-workers who was covering for him tells him that his cousin has a farm, 70 acres, that he's, basically having to sell because he can't run it anymore. But he has a lot of stuff that he's giving away and selling on his land because he has to close his farm. So, okay, Ralph Angel goes down there and pays $15,000 for 70 acres of cane. Get it back. Brings it out. Remy looks at it, and Remy is like, he just gave you $15,000 worth of rotted, mildewed sugar cane that probably will not grow. So now Ralph Angel has fucked up yet again and is feeling some type of way. Okay, definitely feeling some type of way, and he took it out on Nova and told her that she should be there helping him. She's more interested in helping all these other brothers and somebody else's brother than she is helping her own. And she didn't even visit him in jail but what, 2 times? But she probably was there to visit that kid in jail numerous times, and that made her think. So later on, they having a family dinner, and they start playing Frankie Beverly and Maze, and I'm like, you goddamn right, we play the fuck out Maze out here. Y'all, growing up, I did not know that Frankie Beverly and Maze was not from here, because they were always here. They always did our festivals. Everybody always played their music. I mean, it was like they grew up here, but they actually grew up in Philly, I think. So, nobody knew that until I got older. But yeah, we love us some Frankie Beverly and Maze out here, okay? We every fucking party, picnic, you playing some damn Maze, okay? Y'all will have Maze playing at my wedding at some point, okay? Couple of songs. But anyway, just saying, we love Maze. But at this dinner, they set at the table, and Nova tells him that she's sorry and that he was right, and that she should have been there more, and that she will be there more now for him. And they have a moment, and he tells her he read her article and that it was dope, But really, what this whole scene was to me was with V in Hollywood. V has been taking it real hard with her brother dying, and to her, in her eyes, she sees Ralph Angel and Charlie and Nova moving on, and Hollywood has to go back to work, and she's still stuck in a place that she's not ready. And Hollywood is just being himself, and this person that we've seen him be is this constant, supportive, loving man to her no matter what. I mean, every time she has some type of insecurity, he's the one to tell her, baby, it's all right. You know, I got you. I'm not going nowhere, and we good, and take your time. It's all right. I mean, just like really damn near the perfect man. I mean, I don't know, you know, as far as their relationship is concerned, how he handles her. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know why is she always so negative, but I'm glad he's always so fucking positive. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know what she would do if it wasn't for him. Because it's like, she really, I mean, I guess this might come out later, like maybe what her issue is, but it's something about her that tells me there's some backstory there about why she is really taking it so hard. Like, yeah, that's your brother, we get it. But she don't even want, you know, Hollywood to go back to work. She crying and upset with him because he got to go back to work. I'm like, what? 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 He got to go back to work, baby? Like, I'm saying, I had to go take my finals the same week my daddy, the day after my daddy's funeral, I had to go take finals. So, I mean, I don't understand this type of fuck shit. You know, yeah, people die and you grieve. You take your little time off, but you got to get back to it when you got to get back to it. You know what I'm saying? So, apparently there are some things online, okay, about Micah and his girlfriend Stella, like basically making it seem like he's just like his dad, like he's gonna rape her or something like that. And it's like, that's his girlfriend. What the fuck are y'all talking about? That's just stupid. Okay, then he gets called into the principal's office with his mother because apparently there's a penis pic on Stella's phone and they believe it's Micah's, so they want to expel him. And the funny part is nobody ever like brought it to his attention what the fuck was going on. He didn't even know. And I'm sitting up here like, so you mean to tell me you sat there that whole time and didn't say that you don't know what anybody's talking about? Really? Like, I would have been like, wait a minute, what picture? What are y'all talking about? Like, at some point I'd have stopped the press. What picture? I sent you what? You know what I'm saying? He didn't say anything. So everybody in the room except for Charlie seems to know what's going on. But no, it's not true. He didn't know what was going on. So he gets up and runs out the room when it's mentioned about the dick pic. And she runs after him. It's like, boy, you better tell me what's going on. And he was like, it wasn't me, Mom. She cheated on me. And he started to cry. But what killed me is that the little white girl mama was acting stank with Charlie. And I'm like, y'all act like this her fucking fault. Y'all act like it's the kid's fault. And that's why I don't understand all of this support for him. You know, all of this wanting to be there in LA. Fuck all that. Y'all got money. I'd have packed my kid up and moved and put him into another school. Because there's no way I'm going to let him be persecuted and be put out there as some type of child of a rapist or, you know, baby rapist or some shit like that because his daddy is out here fucking up his life. And y'all damn sure ain't gonna be looking at me like it's my fault. You know what I'm saying? I'd have cursed all them hoes out. I'd cursed because she goes to I think she was going to lunch or something like that to pop up on one of her friends that had been ignoring her, one of the other basketball wives. And her little agent chick, Davis's agent, who also I think works for her, was there having lunch with her. And you know what? She just very classy. Let it be known that, bitch, I know that you've been ignoring me, but I'm gonna pay for your tab since you think I'm some sad story bitch who you couldn't be bothered with. I'm gonna pay your tab. There you go, bitch. Have a nice evening, okay? And it was real cute the way she handled it, but I wouldn't have paid for shit. I'd have just looked at her. Okay. So when I'm back on, don't act like you know me. Remy and Charlie are gonna sleep together, and I see it. Okay, because they definitely have some chemistry going on. Okay, and he's always trying to be helpful and help her, and I don't think he's doing it to have sex with her, but I think it's gonna happen because I can just tell. They were sitting on the phone having a good old time while she, you know, confided in him about the farm, and he told her, girl, I told you that I have a job and you need to get you a farm manager. Okay, get you somebody to help y'all with all of this. So I guess she's going to have to listen to him now. And next episode, she's going back down to Louisiana and getting her ass out of LA. So basically, that was everything that happened on Queen Sugar. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And come back because I'll be reviewing it again. So see y'all next one. Peace.
On my mama, on my hood, I look fly, I look good. Touch my swag,